The moment is finally here. We are officially in the Dart era in East Rutherford. So much excitement building.
It really feels like a page turn, doesn't it? A necessary one. And yeah, pretty exciting. The material we've gone through, it shows this wasn't just a whim. It's a full-on organizational shift.
Absolutely. And that's our mission today, right? To really dive deep into all the pieces around this huge decision. We're looking at the roster moves, the stability they need in special teams, and what technically has to happen for Jaxson Dart to have success right out of the gate against the Chargers.
It's a bold move, you have to say that. Looking at the analysis, it's clear they felt a change in direction. Well, it was required. The results just haven't been there.
Okay, let's hit the headline first. Head coach Brian Daboll, he confirmed it. Jaxson Dart is QB1. And importantly, while, the top brass was looped in, Daboll owned this. He said, "This is my decision." Love seeing that.
Yeah, and his reasoning, when you look at it, it's pretty grounded. He flat out said, look, no rookie is ever completely ready,
Sure, of course not.
But two things really drove it, according to the reports. One, Dart actually earned it in competition. He won the job. And two, maybe more urgently, the offense just needed a spark, something different.
And man, do they need that spark. That's the context, isn't it?
Okay.
The numbers we saw were pretty sobering since the start of 2023. Just 9 wins.
Right.
In 37 games.
Yeah, that kind of record, paints the picture.
It screams for something bold, doesn't it?
Exactly. And that leads to kind of two ways of looking at this decision based on the analysis. One is, you could say, maybe desperation. You just need some juice, some energy for the team, for the fans.
Okay, I can see that angle.
But the other frame, which honestly feels more compelling to me, is inevitability. If you believe Dart is your guy, the future, why wait? Every snap he takes now is development. Get him in there with a plan.
Okay, that desperation word makes me nervous. Isn't there a big risk throwing him in maybe before the situation is perfect? What if he struggles early? Could that set things back?
That's the tightrope they're walking. Absolutely. And the analysis was really clear on this point. Dart isn't some kind of magic wand, right?
He can't fix everything himself.
Exactly. His success, it's completely tied to the system around him. The play calling, but also the other 10 guys on offense doing their jobs better. He needs that support structure.
And step one of that structure, got to be Andrew Thomas. We know he's been on that pitch count. The big question now, heading into the Chargers game, is he full go? Because him playing a full game, that just changes everything for a rookie QB.
Oh, massively. The stats on his impact are just night and day. You really need to grasp these numbers. With Thomas playing, the running game averages 4.8 yards per carry.
Wow, okay.
Take him out, it drops to 3.9. That's a huge difference in down and distance.
That's the difference between 2nd and 5 and 2nd and 8, basically, which then leads to 3rd and manageable versus 3rd and long. And what about pass protection for Dart specifically?
Even more dramatic. The reports showed 0 sacks allowed when Thomas is on the field. 0. When he's not out there, the overall sack rate for the team jumps to around 7.1%. That difference, it's massive for a rookie. It's the difference between having a clean pocket and running for your life.
And the good news is he came out of the last game. Oh, correct.
Right.
So maybe 60 plus snaps is realistic this week.
That seems to be the hope, yeah. It suggests he could handle a full workload.
So for everyone listening, the key thing to understand is Andrew Thomas playing 60 plus snaps gives Dart a fundamentally different and much, much better platform to operate from. It's critical.
But even the best left tackle needs a run game to lean on, to keep defenses honest. And, the running back room took a hit this week.
Yeah, that was tough news. Tyrone Tracy Jr., separated shoulder, sounds like he's out, 2 to 4 weeks? That hurts the versatility back there.
It does. It's a blow, but, next man up. And there seems to be genuine excitement building around Cam Skattebo getting this chance.
It brings that different energy, right?
Totally. That sort of hard-nosed spark plug type. The offense could really use that right now. And look, this is a huge, huge opportunity for him. He could really take hold of that RB1 spot if he performs.
Okay, so RB is one area. What other injury spots are we watching closely based on the reports? Sounds like linebacker's a bit thin.
Yeah, inside linebacker specifically. You've got Darius Muasau in the concussion protocol, and Demetrius Flannigan-Fowles is nursing a calf injury. That's your depth right there.
And up front on defense, too.
Couple of dings on the D-line. Raheem Nunez-Roches has a foot issue. Chauncey Golston dealing with an ankle. Nothing seems major long-term, but it affects the rotation this week.
So this probably means some roster juggling later in the week. Practice squad call-ups.
Almost certainly. With Tracy out, the name we're hearing is Dante Turbo Miller. Makes sense, speed guy. And if Flannigan-Fowles maybe has to go on IR with that calf, then Elijah Garcia is probably the guy they'd add to the active roster. Got to watch those Friday, Saturday moves.
Okay, before we get into the Chargers game plan specifics, let's touch on special teams. Because for a rookie QB making his first start, you just can't have meltdown moments there.
Couldn't agree more. And stability there got complicated with Graham Gano's groin injury. He's definitely out this week.
They're hoping to avoid IR, right?
That's the hope, yeah. But they needed an immediate solution, or at least insurance. So bringing in Younghoe Koo to the practice squad, that tells you something.
A veteran presence. He'll compete with Jude McAtamney this week.
Exactly. It signals they know how vital a reliable kicker is right now.
And why is that so critical for Dart's debut?
Think about it. Points are gold, especially early in the game. Maybe settle the nerves. If the offense stalls around the 30, 35-yard line, which happens with rookie QBs, you have to come away with 3 points. You just can't afford missed makeable field goals. It puts too much pressure back on the offense, back on the rookie.
And the Gano does end up on IR.
Then Kudu's right there, ready to be signed to the 53-man. It's a smart contingency plan.
Okay, so we've got the QB change, the O-line watch, the RB situation, the kicker insurance. Let's put it all together. How does this team actually win on Sunday? Our analysis laid out like 4 key levers they need to pull for Dart.
Yeah, this is basically the checklist for giving the rookie a fighting chance. Avoid putting him in that superhero ball situation where he has to do everything.
Okay, lever number 1 you mentioned was protection plans. What does that mean exactly?
It's about more than just the O-line blocking. It's Dart seeing it too. Identifying blitzes pre-snap, knowing where his hot read is if unexpected pressure comes. The Chargers D, they like to get creative. If he misidentifies the protection, the play can be over before it starts.
Gotcha. Okay, lever 2, early down runs. This ties back to Skattebo.
Directly. Him and the line. They need to be efficient on first and second down. Yeah. Get 4 or 5 yards. Stay ahead of the sticks, as they say. That keeps Daboll calling plays on schedule. It avoids those obvious third and long passing downs where the defense can just pin their ears back.
Makes sense. Lever 3, we already hit on this, but it's clearly vital. Andy Thomas's snap count.
Yep. Needs to be 60-plus snaps. Ideally the whole game. His presence just changes the entire pass protection scheme, allows for help inside, solidifies that blind side. It's about giving Dart confidence in his pocket.
And the final lever, number 4.
Back to special teams stability. Specifically, those kicks between, say, 35 and 50 yards. They just have to be good. No misses in that range. You need the team and Dart to feel like points are automatic when they get in range.
And you mentioned watching those late week roster moves.
Yeah, definitely keep an eye on Saturday's elevations. Who they bring up from the practice squad can kind of tip their hand about what personnel groupings they plan to lean on, whether it's extra blockers, specific receiver types, etc. Gives you a little insight into the game plan.
So wrapping this all up, what's the realistic expectation for Dart on Sunday? He doesn't need to be Rookie of the Year in Week 5, right?
Not at all. The source material had a great analogy. He doesn't need to be the knight on a white horse. He needs to be the compass.
Meaning?
Just point the offense in the right direction. If the coaches give him clear reads, focus on the quick game, get the run game going, and the protection holds up, he has the tools to execute. Command, accuracy, we saw that in preseason. Just manage the game, be competent.
Control what you can control, essentially.
Exactly. And a huge part of that is the other units doing your jobs. The defense needs to keep the score manageable, create maybe a turnover or two. Special teams, like we said, solid field position, make the kicks. If they handle their chores,
then the rookie doesn't feel like he has to win it all by himself.
Precisely. No superhero ball needed.
All right, so as you settle in to watch this weekend, we want to leave you with this question pulled right from the analysis we reviewed. What's the one thing you personally need to see from Jaxson Dart in this first start? What tells you, okay, this can work?
Is it his command at the line? Pinpoint accuracy on those shorter throws? Is it how he handles pressure in the pocket, that poise? Or is it maybe his decisions when he does have to scramble?
Think about that. Which one of those feels like the key that unlocks everything else for him?
Yeah, focusing on that one thing can be really telling.
Man, it is definitely an exciting new chapter for this team. Can't wait to see how it unfolds. Thanks for diving deep with us today.
Always fun. We'll definitely have a lot to break down next week.
No doubt. We'll see if Dart hit that compass target. Talk to you then.
Just wanted to say a massive thank you for tuning in to Big Blue Tea.
Absolutely. And, a huge shout out always to Black Freezy TV.
Oh, definitely.
For the fantastic programming, the production, everything that makes this possible.
Yep. Their work behind the scenes is just really appreciated.
It really is.
This has been Big Blue Tea.